Hey guys, before we start the video, please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? Also, don't forget to like. It only takes you 1 second, just 1 second. Click that like button and also comment, okay? At the end of the video, you can comment because I am always very interested in knowing what you think about the subjects that we are going to cover today, okay? That being said, thank you so much. Just 1 second out of your entire 1 hour or whatever that this video is going to take, just 1 second, click the like button, subscribe, and comment. Even if you don't have anything to say, just leave one emoji. You laughing just like me, or are you crying, jumping the bridge like everybody else? You know what I mean, right? But anyways, yeah, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Casper Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Casper. Today we're about to do the same thing we did every day. I know, right? Yesterday was funny. You could see everybody, oh, the market is going down. I'm reversing my trades. Oh, that everybody's shorting. And next thing you know, the market reverse starts to go up. And then, it's funny, man. It is funny to me. When people don't have patience, it's very funny to me, okay? But anyways, we're going to look at a 24 hours market performance. Right after that, we will check out prices and details. And right after that, we will look at our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? I know. Everybody want to buy Lambos, right? I know. But, okay. I need to find somehow to keep my Maxi always to be visible every time. I need to find a way to do this. But anyways, maybe in my upcoming videos I will try that. But hey, again, you can see something, okay? You can see something. Before, I mean, what? It is funny because timing, my friends, timing is everything. Timing. You will see people here talking about, oh, hey, Casper will not make it on time, and this and that will happen before you even see the price action. And again, they start quoting people like Shy. They start looking at Shy. Oh, Shy said VPROX will not be ready until 2 years or 3 years. Everybody start quoting like that. And I look at it, all that noise, okay? When I look at all that noise, I look at the people talking and I go like, okay, did you do your own research? Did you at least try to dig into it? Did you try to? Because so far, what I see is that even the Bitcoin maxis, they are coming out here telling me that Casper's technology is superior to even Bitcoin. Before the VPROX even go live, we have Casplex already having some kind of smart contracts, right? Very soon we are going to have Igra Lab having some kind of smart contracts. And yet you are here talking to me about what Shai said. Really? So you want to base your investment on what somebody else said, and you did not even look into it, right? Even if it takes 2 years, let's say it takes 2 years for the VPROX. How many times, ask yourself this question, okay? We're going to start from the oldest one, or the first one to ever implement smart contracts, which is Ethereum, the dying one. The dying one, okay? How many times has Ethereum implemented upgrades to its original smart contract? How many times? You see, the first one that came out wasn't perfect, so they had to do something about it. And the first one that came out did not even come out on time. Okay, didn't even come out on time. And you can see something else that a lot of people are missing is that programming, when you start doing programming for a crypto, it's no longer as difficult as it was from before. Like I told you, everything Casper is going through right now, the heavy lifting, okay, the heavy lifting has been done by everybody else, because the devs right now know things that the Ethereum developers, when they started this, did not know. The mistakes they made, the good thing they made, everybody know. Like the Crashilandia, for example. What Crashilandia did good, what it did wrong. That's why you see people looking at Ethereum. Even you see the Hackilandia, the one with the big cockroach. They now know what they did wrong and what they did good. I don't even think everybody's looking at the raccoon, because I don't see since nobody's developing on the raccoon, I don't think they want to learn anything from that. But anyways, what I'm trying to tell you is that everybody's wrong. They are wrong about it. It's like they're telling you adoption for Casper will take years and years and years. No, it won't. Did you see? Okay, look at this, for example. When Crashilandia came out, did it take long to be adopted? No. Why? Because it was doing something a little bit better than Ethereum was, right? Although it was crashing every time, but at least transactions were faster, isn't it? No ecosystem, no nothing else, just the transactions. People found out that the meme coin, you can transact on Bitcoin, on meme coin, faster on Crashilandia than on the dying one. Not even, we're not talking about ecosystem, because go look at Solana's ecosystem. What is in on Solana's ecosystem? Can you name at least 10 useful projects on the Solana ecosystem? Can you name them? No, you can't. People went there because, one, the transactions are fast, okay? They were even cheaper, isn't it? You start to see things like that, and then you put Casper on the scene. Is transaction cheap on Casper? I'm not even going to ask you about the speed. Is transaction faster on Casper? I'm not even going to go that way. See what I mean? So yeah, people are going to tell you what they want to tell you. People are going to talk shit however they want to talk. Like Bitcoin, for example, okay? Because I always tell you Casper is the real Bitcoin. So let's compare it to Bitcoin. When Bitcoin came out, transaction every 10 minutes, yeah? Blocks every 10 minutes, slow as fuck. But yet, people were transacting on it. The BRC tokens, when did they come out? And yet, people flock to it. You understand? So you have to really think, and you have to really, first of all, know what you want. What do you want? Like one of my videos the other day, one of the guys commented and said, oh, it's like Casper going to $100 is some bullshit. And I was like, yep, I agree with you. It's bullshit. But if you look at it, when Da Vinci was telling people buy Bitcoin for $1, a lot of them were talking about bullshit, right? Who is laughing now? Those of them who bought that Bitcoin when he said it, who is laughing now? And when you think about it, it's not just because he said to buy it, it's because the timing. The timing is everything. Everything. Right now you're looking at Casper 4 or 5 cents, right? Everybody and their grandmama is busy crying, oh, Casper is going down, but they are not looking at the entire market. The entire market is going down. Bitcoin went from $125,000 all the way down to 80-some thousand dollars. Nobody's talking about it. Everybody's busy looking at the green candle that will be created when Bitcoin decides to start going up again, which in my opinion, I think Bitcoin will be hitting that 140 to 160,000, anything in between that. And that's the green candle everybody's looking at. What you don't look at is like, okay, what does Bitcoin have to offer? And then when it comes to the layer one, because right now everything is changing, and that is the funniest part of it, okay? People look at Solana and go, oh, it went to 200 and some dollars. Oh yeah, when it comes back up again, it's going to go to, oh, maybe $800, $900. You look at it and you go like, yeah, FOMO might drive it. But again, look at what does it have to offer. People look at, oh, it's like the other day when Jonathan spoke about it, I think he mentioned something about 6 to 8 months and we'll start seeing VProx or something like that he was talking about. And everybody and their grandmama was ready to jump off the bridge, talking about that's taking too long. Oh, this is going to happen. Again, while they're working on VProx, guess what? Casplex, Igra Labs, Sparkle, all that stuff will be out. ecosystem will be growing. VPROG will just be the icing on the cake. And that is what people are not looking at. They are so impatient. It is just so funny how you think that you can go to sleep, okay? You have only 1 cent. You throw it in there in that cookie jar, you go to sleep, you wake up next morning everywhere with $100 bills. That's what everybody's used to. Everything is not a meme coin. Everything is not like that. I gave you the example of a Bitcoin. How long did it take Bitcoin to go from less than $1 to $125,000? Something that has basically no utility, because when you ask me about Bitcoin, they tried a peer-to-peer money. It didn't work. It wasn't worth it. They tried whatever, putting NFTs and whatever on a BRC and all that nonsense, and it didn't work. It couldn't give it that utility until they came out with the store of value. Store of value, which, if you ask me my humble opinion, is some bullshit. It is not. And again, I will see when Casper starts to hit that $1 trillion, $2 trillion market cap, I wonder what they're going to say. Another store of value? But again, those things don't really matter to you and I. You and I, we're trying to go from zero to a multi-millionaire status. But when you look at it again, look into the crypto option. Crypto options, where can you get that kind of money? Where can you invest and get that kind of returns? Be a multi-millionaire. Again, Casper. Because if you when you start reading about these VPROGs and start reading about what they're trying to achieve, it is clear as day and night. With VPROGs, I don't think you're going to need Ethereum. I don't think so. I don't think you're going to need Solana. I don't think you're going to need even Sui. I don't think so. When developers start to notice that, okay, this here, wow, this here gives me what I want. Because I've been talking to a lot of developers and even some people that are talking about switching over. Not even long ago, I told you projects are going to switch. And now the rumors have started to circulate that Zcash is trying to move to Casper. Why? The same reason like I told you guys a couple of videos ago. If they are on whatever chain they are and somebody creates the same, okay, the same project on the Casper ecosystem, they are going to lose. Because on the Casper ecosystem, it is secure, it is decentralized, and it is more scalable. It is going to perform. People are going to look at it and they're going to move to that project. There are many examples of that. For example, if you look at, like I gave you transactions, okay? Let's say you are transacting stable coins on Ethereum. You saw what happened, right? Slow, expensive, blah blah blah, and then comes out Solana, Crashilandia. The same, okay, stable coins. Transacting on Solana is faster, better than on Ethereum. What do you think people did? People started switching to Solana. The same thing when Tron came out. Tron came out with transacting stable coins, and what did you see? People started switching from Solana to going to Tron. Now, what do you think would happen as Casper begins to mature, ecosystem begin to go alive? People are going to switch from everywhere they are, from their grandma house, on my Uncle Tommy's basement, everywhere they are, to transact on Casper. And that is not even everything. If you look at the entire financial sector, we are moving from paper money to digital money. That's what we're moving. Blockchain is going to be more relevant. Okay? And now people, you think, like it was funny to me when I was reading a post the other day, and the guy was talking about XRP is the chosen one, and XRP is going to do this and this and that, and I just started laughing because they were comparing XRP and quants, right? They were comparing those, and I just started laughing. And I go, okay, the government, as we know it, I don't give a crap what country you're from. But government, as we know it, we know that they like to know who, when, how much, and a bunch of things more when it comes to your transactions. That's the reason why the CBDCs exist. You understand? Now, that's point number one. Point number two, you are going to tell me that a whole country, a government is going to trust their finance to a crypto company that holds more than 50% of their supply? Huh? You think that is possible? And again, when it comes to that, again, most of the banks, or majority, are not going to use XRP. They are not. Okay, they're not going to use that. That's again, when you start to think about it, and you think about that one thing that Quant does that any of the blockchain in the niche, none of them is doing, which is interoperability. You start to think about it, and you start to think about the governments and everybody else just want to move money from one point to another. That's what they want to do. Either you are using HBAR, I'm using XRP, using my grandma's coin, or whatever you're using, I just want to move it. Then you start to think about how valuable the quant of a ledger is. Okay, so yeah, he was talking about that, about XRP, and I was just laughing. I'm like, okay, everybody with their own cup of tea, right? At the end of the day, when you hit that brick wall and feel the pain and be like, oh shit, it hurts, then you will realize what you are doing. That's one thing. But anyway, I was railing off a little bit. What I'm trying to say in this video today is that L1s, when Casper released those VProgs, okay, and everything goes live, the L1s, the way we know it, is going to be different. It's going to be different. And now for you and I, you want to bet on that horse before the race starts. That's what you want to do. Because again, most people will say, oh, price action. But when you look at Kaspa, it's almost 90 or 90 something percent out. There's no VCs. Nobody's going to dump on you. People buy the same way you and I bought it. Okay? There's no VCs. When it's time for you to see the sell pressure. And another thing I usually look at Kaspa is when it dumps and how it recovers. That's one thing, again, I usually look at. And then look at the entire markets, okay? Who are the leaders? Who, when we start to see the recovery? If you go look on CoinMarketCap or whatever you want to look at, bullish. Look at the company, the community. Number 2 of the coins that are bullish. Number 2, Casper. Number 2. Go look at it. Everybody is crying about price, and yet people are putting millions and millions and millions of dollars buying Casper coins. Very soon, before you know it, we will have you a supply shock. And all this is happening before the even main development starts. Again, layer 2s are taking money from Ethereum. That's why Ethereum market cap is not running. They've been trying to do all these upgrades and nothing happened. And yet you hear people talking about, quoting shy about it. Oh, VProgs will be late. Really? I asked you earlier, Ethereum came out with smart contracts. How many times have they done an upgrade? Because they rushed it, right? Whether they're late or not, we still have our own layer 2s. We still have Casplex. We still have Igra. We have the Sparkle. Those things are still going to make Casper function way better than anything else. And we still have the Dark Knight, which there was rumoring that is going to be out the first quarter of 2026, if I'm not correct. I think so. Something like that. We still have Dark Knight coming out, and that is the end game on transaction. Because again, money is going to be on the microtransactions. People don't see it. Microtransaction, and I don't see Solana doing microtransaction with the expense, the way how hard it is on them. They cannot handle volume. They always crash. I don't see it. Casper, even before the main thing comes out, which is at the VProgs, Casper will be like that development will be putting Casper way up there. You're looking at price, right? We usually talk about it in this channel. When you make an investment, there is a process you have to go. You find a coin that you like, right? You start doing your research. Look at the team. Who is made of, not those that are hiding behind the dirty curtains and all that stuff. You look at the team. Then you look at what they are doing. Is it practicable? Can it be done? Or is it just smoke and mirrors? Can it be done? If you look at the theory, you're like, yeah, it can be done. Okay. Now I take my money, I put it in that project, and sit back and relax. Let them do their thing. Once development is done, you are going to start to see adoption take place. With adoption taking place, those green candles you're looking for are going to start to happen, start to appear. It happened before. They say history does not repeat, but it rhymes, okay? Back when Bitcoin started, everybody called it a scam. Nobody understood what Bitcoin stood for, right? That's when Da Vinci was telling people to buy Bitcoin, even $1 worth. But because back then, I think Bitcoin was less than what, 20 cents, 30 cents, or less than that? Less than, I think, 10 cents. I don't even know exactly. I wish I could ask him. When he was telling people to do it, Bitcoin was still undervalued. Bitcoin was still not known. People were like, yeah, it's a scam. Drug dealers are using it. Money's laundering and blah, blah, blah. Until they started looking at the financial system. People started looking at the financial system. Oh, they're printing money and we're losing value on whatever our savings are. And they thought, again, store of value, they thought of it and thought like Bitcoin is the way out. People started buying it and it went from sub cents to $125,000. Now you're looking at Casper, okay? Casper, which is, I told you guys the other video, take Bitcoin white paper. Okay, close your eyes, don't think about Casper. Just take Bitcoin white paper, read it. Once you're done with it, compare it to Casper. And you tell me. Because if you compare it to Bitcoin itself, there is a bunch of points that you are not going to check. Bitcoin itself does not fulfill its own white paper. And I can sit here and tell you about it. If you don't believe me, it is right there for everybody on the internet. Go and look at it. Bitcoin itself does not fulfill what its own white paper is saying. It doesn't. But Casper checks every box on that white paper and even more. So yeah, whether the VPROCs are coming out on time or they are getting delayed or whatever crap that is going on, you should not be worried about that. You should be worried about how much are you going to make, which is right now, the early bird gets the worm. The situation with Da Vinci at Bitcoin at $1 is the same situation right now with Casper at 4 to 5 cents or even 3 cents, whatever that it is. It's the same situation because trust me, it is. You can even talk to your own financial advisor, okay? Talk to them and ask. Talk to them and ask. Because like once they start digging into Casper, I'm pretty sure for them to answer you, they need to know what they're talking about, right? Once they start digging into Casper, I wonder if that they are going to come back and tell you that, no, don't put your money in it. I wonder. Why you think so many Bitcoin maxis, they are jumping into that boat right now? Why do you think so? Because everybody's beginning to know. Layer ones, as we know it, the end game is Casper. Casper is going to, a lot of you will be jumping that bridge. Like, yeah. A lot of you will be jumping that bridge. Because yet, people don't pay attention. People don't like to look until it's too late. That's why only the 0.001% of people make a lot of money in this industry. Not just this industry alone. It applies to stock market. It applies to it. Like I was talking, yesterday, or I think it was yesterday night, to a friend of mine. He was asking me about stocks, and I said, yeah, I can tell you what stock you to invest to, but you and me, we don't have the same mentality. We don't have the same vision when it comes to those kind of things, just as crypto, right? And he like, well, if you have to pick one stock right now, which you can trade onto, which one will it be? I said, BGIN. I told him, plain and simple, BGIN. He went and looked at it and he's like, well, the market cap is just 300 million or something like that. I said, yeah. BGIN are the people producing miners for Casper. Now, if we are going to do microtransactions, those transactions has to be processed by miners, right? Once people start discovering that, okay, I can run my miner, I can run a node or whatever and make money out of it, they are going to start buying these miners. And the more they buy them, the more these companies produce, the more their stock price goes up. And that's where I'm looking at it. So yeah, it's going to happen. So I take the risk. And I told him, BGIN, go look at it. And he came out like, oh, nah. I said, yep, that's what it is. It has happened before and it'll happen again with other stocks that I told him about. And I said, you remember such and such stock when I told you and I got into it and you didn't? What happened? The same thing with the mentality, with the price, right? The price right now is what people are looking at. Everybody's looking at Casper and they see the price low and they begin to run. Nobody's looking at least 5 steps in front of them. Nobody's doing that. And that is the main problem that is clogging a lot of people's judgment. A lot of people. You are looking at price right now. Casper is not even up yet. Only Casplex, TVX just going up. No Igra Lab, no Sparkle. I mean, basically nothing yet. And you are looking at price. How do you expect the price to run? That's the question I ask everybody. How do you expect? Like I tell you right now, okay? Short term, I'm going to make money with Casper. Why? Because that hype is there. Trust me, once Bitcoin starts to go, everybody's going to start looking, okay, what else can run? What else is going to be able to go on in the short term? And they're going to find Casper. They're going to find Quant. They're going to find Solana, find everybody else. And again, they will push it. It will go. Because unfortunately, every coin is tied to Bitcoin's heap. Every coin, unfortunately. So when it happens, short term, I will make money. But that is not me. I'm looking long term. Long term, telling you like, okay, once the whole ecosystem is out, what do you think Casper's price is going to be? In every of my thumbnails, I say Casper to $10. But once the VPROC came out, because if you've been following my channel, I was saying Casper is going to go to $10 even before I knew about VPROCs. Because I know what these microtransactions, what they do. Visa alone, okay? Visa, I think they move over $3 or $4 trillion in volume. Okay, if you look at stablecoins move over $3 or $4 trillion in volume just in 1 year. So even if you take at least 10% of that, let it be moved by Casper. Casper is a $10 coin. That's what I think, and that was before the even VPROCs came out. Now with the verifiable programming, if they implement that, yep. You might call me smoking that I smoke opium, but I think Casper it will hit $100. I think so. It is just a matter of time. And that's why as time go by, I buy Casper every time I have the opportunity. Every 2 weeks, I am mining it. I am leverage trading it, because every profit that I'm going to make, I want to use that to buy more Casper. That's what I want to do. If you really look at it, you will come to understand why I'm telling you. The way Casper is designed, the architecture, the technology, the VPROCs, the Sparkles, the Igra Labs, everything else, when it goes live and is running smoothly, all these layer ones are going to have a bad day. That's why I said Casper is the end game of all these layer ones. They are all going to feel it. They have already started. Ever since Casper went live with just Sparkle only, you start to hear, oh, Ethereum going this upgrade. Oh, Solana is doing this. Oh, BNB is doing that. And by the way, that's the reason why Binance is playing shitty. It's playing shitty with Casper, because they know something is coming. Okay, so you can sit there and look at price and cry about it. Okay, or you can be like those who bought Bitcoin at $1, but by buying Casper right now. You buy it and then just keep it. I'm not your financial advisor, but you just buy it and then you will see. I'm telling you, from now to 2030, probably 2031, the next bull run, whenever it happens, you are welcome. That's all I can say. You are welcome. Because then a lot of people, you see the cracks that are showing on Bitcoin right now, you cannot see them clearly because there is nothing out there right now that can show them to you. Once Casper get every development on and running, those cracks are going to look like valleys. People are going to realize what I have been telling you guys here day in, day out, that Casper is the real Bitcoin. You will see. Okay? But hey, you are more than free to do whatever you want with your money, right? That day is coming. It's coming. 1 hour long, I'm going to sit here, this in hand, music banging, and just laughing at all of you. Just laughing. All of you who doubted Casper, all of you who are just saying like, oh, price is going down, it's nothing, and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to laugh at you. If possible, probably count that money while you are watching. That's what I will do. Anyways, guys, let's go right quick. Let's go and look at the market, see how the market has been performing. Because again, like I said, money is not going to trickle down. It's not going to happen. Not this run. This run is different. This run is controlled by the macroeconomy. Therefore, when Bitcoin goes up, utility coins go with it. Bitcoin drops, utility coins drop with it. That's why I put my money, okay? We are not going to go far. I put my money in Casper, Quant, Jasmine. You can add Cubic, Terra Luna Classic, which are a lot more risky, but I put them there for a reason. Those videos, I've made them before, okay? Anyways, let's go look at the market. Let's go at this one here, as you guys can see, right? See, Bitcoin is doing its thing for the past hour. As you can see, it's a mixture, the same thing. If you look at it on the day, you look at this. This is what's going on. So yeah, Bitcoin is doing its thing. But anyways, let's go first with King Kaspa, KAS. What do we have here? For the past hour, 0.9% down, 0.9% up on the day, 10.4% down on the week, 2.8% down on the month, 71.5% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.24 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $17.07 million. Guys, again, look at that volume. Pay attention to that volume. When that volume is that low, when the volume is that low, okay? When the volume is that low, that's when a lot of people usually, if you're shorting Casper, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, something is about to go down. You're about to go see that, But well, it's your money, right? You are free to do whatever you want to do. But anyway, let's continue right quick. Next one, we're going to look at Cubic, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. Quant, QNT. We have here, for the past hour, 0.6% up, 3.7% down on the day, 11.3% down on the week, 7.7% down on the month, and 42.8% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.16 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $18.01 million. Again, pay attention to that volume, guys. Pay attention to that volume, okay? Now we go to the next one. It's going to be Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin, which is, we look at it here. We do have laying flat on the last hour, 0.5% up on the day, 3.7% down on the week, 25.8% down on the month, and 84.1% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $328.76 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $11.60 million. Okay, as you guys can see, $11.60 million. Yeah, the volume, guys. Look at our volume again. Well, let's look at Cubic right quick. Cubic, which is going to be right there. Cubic, we do have okay, for the past hour. Oh, come on, let's check that right quick. Cubic, they're still at war, right? For the past hour, 0.2% down, 4.3% down on the day, 13.7% down on the week, 28.5% down on the month, and 84.4% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $83.18 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $1.86 million. Again, this project, yeah, with this market cap, I don't know. I have strange feelings about this thing. A lot of people, like I said, it's a lot of risk. There is a lot of risk associated with this coin. So if you are going to be in it, you've got to be careful, guys. You've got to be careful. Again, this market cap is like almost borderline, being closed down. But hey, I want to find a bottom and get in there, because if they go with it and at least they go back to a $1 billion market cap, you're gonna make money out. You're gonna make a lot of money out of it. So yeah, that's why I am taking that risk. But anyways, let's go look at Bitcoin, which is Jonathan's pet turtle, but I'm calling it the orange guy. Let's see. See, this is why the market is seeing some green today, because we do have here, for the past hour, it is laying flat, 0.4% down up on the day, 0.4% up on the week, 9.5% down on the month, and 9.9% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.80 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $42.81 billion. So yeah, you see it. This is why you see this green, because Bitcoin is doing its thing, right? I told you, money is not going to trickle down. It's up to you if you want to believe it or not. Money is not going to trickle down. This economy is way different than it was. I mean, this bull run is way different than the previous ones that we know, the way we know them, right? So yeah, everything is moving according to plan. Now let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing in details. Okay, let's see trading view, excuse me. Okay, let that open up. Let's see the Dixie. US dollar Dixie is going up, Bitcoin is going down. Okay, perfect. Inverse correlation, that's what we want to see, right? Now let's go look at Casper. Excuse me for a second, and we go to the charts. Okay, now this is what is going on here. Like I told you guys, okay, everything is tied to Bitcoin, but the way you have to zoom it out, oh, come on, zoom it out. Okay, the way you're seeing it, I said, for me, it's still a bull flag. There's no two ways about it. A lot of people said you can look at it as a double top. No, it's not a double top to me. It's still a bull flag. Nothing has changed from yesterday. We are still waiting for it to break out from the resistance, right? Because if you see, this is the pole, the flag is forming. Before you know it, resistance above and keep on going. That's what's happening. I like to look at the ribbon. When you look at the ribbon, see this right quick. You see the price action? Price action has already started to break into the ribbon. It has already started to break it. You can see, and we have said it here so many times. Price always gets attracted to moving average. That's what we usually see, right? So let's see. It's still on the hourly, but one thing I can see here is the ribbon has started to curve upwards on the hourly. So sit tight and watch. That's why I told you guys yesterday. I think the market is going to move this weekend. Okay. Now, if you look at it on the 4 hourly. The same thing you can see. It's a bull flag. There's no problem with this. That's the pole. This is the flag getting formed. That's what it is. All you have to see is sit tight. That's what you got to do. And if Bitcoin breaks out, it will accelerate this price action upwards. So you zoom out, you also see the same. We have to wait for the 1 hour to reset and turn green before the 4 hours does the same. But as you can see, the candles have started to look green and green and green. So we are looking pretty good. Like I said, I'm sitting tight and I'm not making any rash movements, right? As you can see right now, ribbon is still spraying now, but it looks like it wants to start curving, okay? Because the 1 hour, once it reset, you're going to see the 4 hours do the thing, or they do its thing, okay? Look at the MACD. Look at the average side. Everything is pretty good. And again, look at this, okay? What is the fear and greed index right quick? Fear and greed index. Where did I put that thing at? EF, right here. Look at this. This is another thing that most people are not looking at, okay? On the crypto, see? Extreme fear. Extreme fear. These market makers, they usually use this. So for you, we don't get in bear market when we're in extreme fear. I've said it here many times. We usually get in bear market where we are in extreme greed, the opposite of what you're seeing right now. Therefore, yeah, a lot of people are going to cry today or this weekend. You're about to see. This thing is about to make a lot of people cry. Oh, well, that is up to you, right? But anyways, let's go back. Now, if you look at it on the daily, let's see on the daily right quick. And you see, on the daily, the same thing, right? Ribbon has already curved. You see, it is squeezing right now, real much. Just the same pattern. Look at it. Bull flag, pole, flag getting formed. And don't forget, price always gets attracted to the moving average. Don't forget that. So, yeah, everything for me is just still playing out just the same way I have been anticipating it, okay? And now if you look at it, that's why I usually tell you guys, anything under 12 cents is nothing but noise. Nothing. We have 2 days for this candle to close. We have 2 days for it to close. As you guys can see, Casper has been having higher lows, right? Higher lows, higher low. Now we want this one to close above that. That's what we wanted, a higher low. As long as it's a higher low, we are still bullish, okay? But again, there is still 2 days, today and Sunday. Let's see how things are going to go. Okay. Anyways, yeah, again, under 12 cents is nothing but noise. Above that, we do have 15 cents. Once we cross the 15 cents, we will start looking at 18 or 19 cents. And then before you know it, we will be looking at all-time high before we start going into price discovery. So yeah, all of you who are busy panicking right now, I don't know exactly what to tell you. You are more than free to do whatever you want with your money. That's all I can tell you, okay? Now, let's go look at Quant right quick. QNT and Quant right here. Let's see. On Quant, again, you have to zoom out, right? Zoom it out and see exactly what I'm telling you, okay? Now, Quant has the same thing. A lot of guys are talking about, yeah, it might come back down to $70. Yeah, it might, but what are the probabilities of it doing that? Because if Bitcoin starts to run right now, I can tell you that Quant is going to start to run too. But so far, it's still the same pattern, okay? Bull, price going down. I don't see this coming all the way like that. Although, like, there's something else that I was looking at when that guy told me that. I said, like, you know what? It is not out of the blue for us to see Quant do that, because if it does, that means you'll be talking a potential W, okay? A potential W, which means this goes here, goes down. But again, look at this height. That is the thing I'm looking at, and I was telling him, like, no, I don't think so, because again, when you start looking at stuff like that, you might look at a W in a different way, because the height, look at this height, and then look at this. So what I'm expecting, okay, if it is a W pattern, I'm expecting this price to go even, like, come somewhere down here and go higher than this to complete a W, okay, and then break away from it, which is, again, is another bullish pattern for Quant, as the way we know it, okay? But yeah, everything is playing out. I'm not panicking about it. I'm just looking and watching. That's all I know. Anyways, if you look at it on the 4-hourly, it will be a little bit more clear, okay? Look, on the 4-hourly, he was telling me, no, you have to zoom it out. But I said, now, on the 4-hourly, you invalidate that W, because here, see, it came this and it did this and then went up, right? This W right here, I think that's the one that he was not taking into account, because now, if you want to tell me that this alone was just one leg, okay, that could be considered. But yeah, I don't think so. I think what we are forming, if you ask me, again, it's still a bull flag. But if you want to go in a W account, I will tell you that we should take just here, this, okay, which means we have to break this resistance. You see that resistance that we try here couldn't break, we try here couldn't break. I think it's going to go up there again and try to break it. That's what I think is going to happen. But oh well, let's watch and see. Okay, let's watch and see, because Bitcoin might have all the different plans. Okay, if you look at it on the daily, and you're going to see almost the same thing on the daily, right? The same thing. There is not much things left. Again, on the daily, it's even much more clearer if you want to take it as a W, because on the daily, we have the height here, that 125. You guys remember? Sorry, 151. You guys remember? We came low, bounce at the 125. Now, let's see if it is going to do this, to bounce on the 125. Because if this happens, okay, if it breaks this 125 and starts to go up, we may be looking at $230 sooner than we thought. Okay, so that's why I usually tell everybody, like, I'm looking at the charts and I'm like, yeah, I'm just relaxing, because anything below $125 is nothing but noise. Above that, we do have 151 and then 164. Before you know it, you'll be looking at 176, okay? 176, 230. There is a little bit of activities around that 211, but yeah, let's watch and see what happens there, okay? Because again, above 230, there is not much resistance. You're going to see all-time high and then price discovery. A lot of you can cry about it if you want. It's your money, right? It's not mine. You do whatever you want with it. But again, I'm telling you, if Bitcoin, which again is showing signs of breaking out, if it breaks out today or even tomorrow, all this TA will be thrown to the trash, because they are going to run upwards with Bitcoin. You will see. Now, talking about Bitcoin, let's go look at it right quick. Before we do that, I'd like to look at Casper Bitcoin charts. That's another thing. Like I told you guys, we are going to start looking at it much more closely, right? Casper Bitcoin charts. Okay. The hourly, let's see. See, the hourly, yeah, still the same thing like a bull flag. Let's see on the 4 hourly. I like to look at this thing just to give me perspective, okay? On the 4 hourly, yeah, we broke below the moving average again, but looking at it, it is spraying out. I think we are going to try to tackle it again. Like I think once this thing does this, the price action is going to try again to try to get above it. That's on the 4 hourly. That's nice. And if you look at it on the daily, what do we have? Yeah, we haven't even touched the moving average yet. I told you, you have to remember this. Price always get attracted to the moving average. It hasn't even touched it yet. Ribbon still green. So yeah, I'm still expecting the same thing. Go try the moving average and up. And the good thing about this, you can see higher low, higher low. Let's see if we form a higher low here for it to start going, form another higher low and keep on going. So yeah, everything is still playing according to plan. I like it. I like what I'm seeing, okay? So let's go look at Bitcoin. Although for me, like I told you guys, I do believe and I know that they're going to pump Bitcoin. They're going to pump it. $150,000, $160,000, they're going to pump it. So yeah, there is nothing you can look at right now that will make any kind of sense, okay? Everything is playing according to their plan. They want to make people like be bearish, and then they'll pump it, they'll get it, and you will FOMO in and they will get money. You will be the exit liquidity. Look at these patterns. These patterns don't make no sense. Look at that. Look at that. Price just goes straight down, a little bit, straight up, a little bit, straight down, a little bit down. What the next thing? You're probably going to have another straight up, right? It doesn't make any sense. They are manipulating the market. If you look at it, and no matter how you look at it on the 1 hour, look at it on the 4 hour, it doesn't matter how you look at it. They are manipulating the price of Bitcoin. They are playing with it. They know you are tied to those emotions. You're trying to make money. They know. You look at it on the daily, the same thing. There is no difference. The only thing I look at is the ribbon. You see how the ribbon is spraying out. It's showing they are going to make it run. They are going to take the Bitcoin price higher. They are going to do it. Okay, those of us who were praying for let's say ETFs, okay, we were praying for clarity, for ETF, for better price control. What we did not see coming is this: with the ETF now, big money can manipulate the price of Bitcoin however they want. One thing I am for sure, and I will say it again, they are going to pump it $150,000, $160,000. Once we get there, we will see what happens. Okay. Anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. Again, please do not get into leverage positioning if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, because if you do so, you are going to lose a lot of money very quickly and very easily. That's how simple that is. Okay, and don't say I did not warn you, because I'm trying to do so right now. Please. But if you want to go into leverage, you want to learn how it works, because I cannot teach you. Down below, there is a link. Bydfi, which I do recommend for beginners. We do have Phemex, we have Margex, and we have Wix Exchange. Follow those links, sign up, and they will give you free money once you meet their deposit requirements. You get free money, please take $20 out and practice. If you can turn 20 into a 40, 40 into 80, 80 into 160, and so on and so forth, you are ready. But if you cannot do it, my friend, keep on practicing. Just keep on practicing. That's the only way, because if you don't, you are going to lose your money. Okay, and I usually say this: in Reg City, there is always room for one more. I just hope that one more is not you. I just hope so. Okay, and also down below, I do have a link to Acorns. Acorns is a platform that trades stocks and ETFs. I am using that to teach my next generation, my children, how to trade on ETFs and how to trade on stocks, okay? Because what I want is that when they turn 20, they have a better bank account than I had when I was 20. That's what I want, okay? You can follow that link below. If you use the link, you are going to get $5 in free money. If you do, yeah, it's not much, but hey, it's a way to start, right? Anyways, now let's go look at my positions first. We're going to start with Bydfi. There, I am trading King Kaspa, and I am also trading Quant. Let's refresh this. As you guys can see, my overall here today is sitting at 6,500. A lot of people will be saying, wow, from 12,000 to 6,500. Yeah, I'm a long-term trader. I would have taken profits, but yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm telling you this because I'm a long-term, and then I trade very, very aggressively, okay? I trade at 50x. You can look at my positions and you can see them all. All of them are trading at 50x, okay? Look at that. That's my Jasmine position, which I am up $27, but you see here, 50x, and I don't use stop losses, okay? And this thing, the way you can look at it right now and cry and laugh about it, but look, if we go back to 4 cents, 0.04, this position will be up $26,000 just at 4 cents. If we go back to 20 cents, okay, this position will be up $153,000. Okay, you see, those are the things that I'm looking at. I'm not going to sit here and explain everything, but hey, if you're a short-term trader, you do you, I do me, and God bless America, right? We go to the next one, which is my Casper. On my Casper, I am still up $240. The same thing. I trade at 50x, okay? And again, everybody laughing about it. Look, if we go back to 20 cents, which is all-time high, this position will be up $19,000, okay? Now, if you fuck around and we go to 50 cents, I will be up $56, okay? If you hit $1, I will be up $118,000. So those are the things I'm looking at, even higher than that when price starts to go higher. So I'm a long-term trader. Now, we go to my quant. Again, I am down $3,800, okay? If you look at it, I trade at 50x. The same thing. Okay, so if you look at it, everybody looking at it, oh, wow, you're down, but that doesn't bother me because, again, if you go up $125, like I told you, that resistance, this position will be up $3,000 approximately. If you go up to $230, okay, we will be up $20,000. Okay, if you go up back to all-time high, which was around $400, I will be up $47,000. So yeah, everything is playing according to plan, okay? And then price discovery will come in and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, you guys can do you, I do me, and let God bless America, okay? Now we go to the next one, which is Phemex. On Phemex, so far, I only have one position, which is King Casper. And as you can see, let's refresh that. I am up 1,200 on average, okay, on aggregate, okay? Looking at that contract, you can see that here, it is up $191, okay? It is doing pretty good. And just like the other one I just showed you, I am an aggressive trader, okay? You can look at it, 50x. I trade at 50x and I don't use stop losses. That's me. Last but not the least, look at Wix Exchange. On Wix, I trade King Kaspa and I also trade Quant. As you can see right now, my overall is sitting at $2,000 approximately. And then if you look at my contracts, you will see that here, Quant, I am up $359, okay? And you can also see the same thing. I trade at 50x. 50x, no stop loss. That's the way I trade. That's what I feel comfortable with. And on my Casper, I am up $127. And you can see here the same thing. I trade at 50x and I have no stop losses, okay? That's me. You can pause the video, you can look at the numbers if that's what you're interested in doing. Now, let's go look at my son's Acorn right quick. Acorn, what is his Acorn account? It's the weekend. I don't think there's gonna be much changes. So I'm just gonna give it an overview, okay? $595, that's when the market closed yesterday. He's doing pretty good, okay? He's doing really good. Now let's look at his exchanges and blah blah blah. His investments still up 2.72%. On stocks, we are trading the VO or S&P 500, medium company stocks, small company stocks, and also international companies. It's doing pretty good. And we're looking at the bonds. We have the short-term bonds and we also have the aggregate US aggregate bonds. Yeah, everything is playing good. It's really looking good. I like it. So again, the way you can look at it, you can sit here and cry about it, or you can make a move. But the way Casper is working, I can tell you right now, I'm very confident that it's going to eliminate most, if not all, these layer ones the way we know them. You will see, it will happen. Therefore, now 5, 4, 6 cents is your bottom line. You want to buy it, go ahead and buy it, but don't say I did not warn you. I'm not your financial advisor. As a matter of fact, I will tell you, go talk to your financial advisor and let's see what he tells you about Casper. Okay? Again, thank you guys for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Don't forget to like. It just takes you a second for you to click that button. Turn on your like and your notification bell so that you will know every time I drop a video. I'm interested in knowing what you think about everything that we talked about today. And also don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitudes like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. Until I see you in my next one, please take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye bye.